Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I'm just going to wait for a couple of people to get on here. I should probably share this, but I don't see any way of doing this right now. I guess whenever you guys find it, you'll find it. Maybe if I edit this, try editing it. It's not giving me the opportunity to. Interesting. Alrighty, that's fine. So I wanted to revisit a video that I had done. I would say it's about a year ago. I've made so many videos within the past 5 to 6 years that it's hard to pinpoint when I made it. I guess I'll go back and give you the original link. But thank you for the like, whoever is on here that gave me the like. We have 4 people in the chat. Say hello. Hey, Baby D. Hey, Aquaria. So Aquaria remembers the original video that I did on this, on the Nucleus Karmic. Now, there's a couple of names for 3 types of karmics that we're going to discuss today. The first one being the nucleus. The nucleus is 9 times out of 10 not who you expect it to be. And I said this in the last video, okay? Then you have the saddlebag karmic, okay? Kind of like the one that's hanging off the nucleus karmic, okay? Those are the disposal ones, right? The ones that kind of like, when the nucleus karmic has no use for them anymore, they cut them off like a saddlebag, okay? Then you have the tumbleweed karmic, the one that, kind of goes with the crowd, it's like, let's rally against this person. They don't have any real investment except to, be part of drama. Okay. That's the tumbleweed. They tumble in and tumble out. Okay. So we're going to talk about the nucleus karmic, the saddlebag karmic, and the tumbleweed karmic. Okay. So we are going to do a reading as we usually do with these things, okay? I'm going to try to condense this as much as possible because, I don't want to ramble on and on. But let's get to the first type of karmic, okay? Which is the nucleus karmic. That's the one that's right in the middle, okay? That's kind of like the nougat center. Okay, there are layers to this. If you ever seen the picture of a cell, you see the nucleus. That's the very first part that forms before everything else forms. Okay, it's the one that all of it originates from. Okay, everything else, they're like leaves, like extensions of that one nucleus karmic. Okay, a lot of us in this, because they fashion this in such a way, the nucleus karmic, that the more vocal ones, the more visible ones are the saddlebags and the tumbleweeds, okay? So since you're more seeing the tumbleweeds and the saddlebags, the real nucleus is never dealt with, okay? So you have to deal with the nucleus and then everything else falls away. I said this in the last video. I'll post the original link here, okay? I felt that this was very, very important to talk about because this is their MO. The nucleus never wants to be found out because once you figure out who the nucleus is, who the nucleus karmic is, then by default, everybody else kind of scurries away, okay? Because it's a codependent, mutually beneficial arrangement for the nucleus karmic and the saddlebags and the tumbleweeds. Okay, so alrighty, who is the nucleus? Well, first off, you have to really write these things down. And I told you this in the exercise the last time I talked about this, okay? The video is buffering on your end. I'm not surprised, baby D. I am not surprised. At this point, nothing surprises me. You know, one of these karmics can show up online bursting into flames. I wouldn't flinch, because it's like nothing surprises me at this point. Nothing surprises me. But I'm sorry that you're going through that, baby D. You know, try to like get out and get back in, because I'm gonna be talking for a little bit. I'm hoping that you know, it doesn't continue to buffer, because it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt for, you know, the viewer. Okay. So I don't know if anybody else is going through that whole buffering thing, but let's continue. Okay. So the nucleus karmic, the way you figure out who this nucleus karmic is, look at your recent interactions. Who out of that list? And then you have to do a lot of narrowing down. Okay. Who would stand the most to benefit from your downfall? I mean, people hate people for the weirdest things all the time. Okay. But who would stand the most to benefit? It's called, in legal terminology, motive. Who has motive? Saddles don't really have motive. They make it like they do because they're meant to be the visual part and the vocal part of that entire operation. Okay. The nucleus karmic will not be either of those things. They won't be visual and they won't be vocal. They will be very silent in the background, watching everything play out. Okay. So that's one of the things that you have to kind of write down to kind of narrow things down. Okay. This nucleus karmic depends on the extensions in order to get the operation done, because they can't openly expose themselves, because then it's all over for them. Okay. So they depend on this extensive network. Okay. So their first line of defense, okay, is the, you would think it would be the saddlebags, but it's not. Okay. It's actually the tumbleweeds, the ones that tumble in and tumble out. They're kind of like drifters, right? They come in, they find out whatever it is that they need to do, you know, how they could be of assistance in that little operation. And then, you know, they'll make a post, or, you know, they'll do this, or they'll show up at, you know, somebody's job, or this, that, and the other thing. Okay. Then you have the second line of defense for this nucleus karmic, which is the saddlebags. Those are the ones that are kind of like the, you know, if they were walking in the desert, that would be their little bags of water or bags of supplies or whatever. That's what they need when they need it. Okay. Those are usually the ones that have a resource. The tumbleweed karmics are usually just, you know, randoms that have kind of latched on to, oh, let's hate this person too. Okay. The saddlebags usually have something mutually beneficial. They have something that they can offer that nucleus karmic. Okay. And sometimes they have a lot more saddlebags, right, than they do tumbleweeds. Tumbleweeds, they don't need too many tumbleweeds. Okay. Now, once you get through the first line of defense, which is those tumbleweeds, then you start getting at, this is why you need to pray. Now that you know that there's 3 levels to this, now you can get to each levels until you get to that nucleus karmic. Okay. And once that nucleus karmic doesn't have their lines of defense, especially with the saddlebags, okay, and they collect saddlebags all the time. Okay. Fangirls. Okay. And fanboys sometimes. Okay. Those are the worst. I mean, you expect, you know, the women to band together, you know, doing this, you know, but you don't expect this from men. You really don't. So, excuse me. So getting to this nucleus karmic is going to require a lot of patience on your part. Okay. It's going to require praying every day, or many, many times per week. Okay. Doing your fasting, doing everything that you need to do. Okay. To, properly get to the core of the operation, okay? Within any like corporation or operation, there's always layers on the outside. It's like an onion. There's layers on the outside, and they make it very, very difficult to get to the root of it, okay? Now, you have to investigate with this. You have to do your little homework with this, okay? Who would stand the most to benefit from messing with you? Now, the way they have this set up is that you would think it's the ones on the outside, the saddlebaggers and the tumbleweeders, okay? But it's not. The one that has the most to benefit is the one that is asked for those people's help, okay? And none of these people do anything for free. There's always a mutual beneficial relationship with the saddlebaggers. Maybe they are a reader or an energy conduit. They do something. They're either a witch or a reader or that or the other thing. They may work in a specific sector. Okay, the saddlebaggers may be either in the medical field, the legal field. Okay, a lot of them may even be in the more obscure parts, and we talked about this in the last video as well. They may be the housekeepers, the front doorsmen, anything that sees anybody going in and out. The housekeepers, they can get their hands on DNA. Okay, so if you know any of these people that work in these fields, then you already did half the work. Okay, because they kind of stay under the radar. Okay, we usually concentrate more on the quote unquote bigger jobs, right? But it's the ones that really do the day-to-day service work that we really got to keep an eye on. Okay, the doormen, the elevator operators, the garbage men, where they can go through people's garbage and put something in their pocket so that they can give it to you so you can put it in a spell. The DNA of, somebody that works as a housekeeper, they'll pick up like a spent condom or something. And I know how gross this sounds. Okay. But, people are willing to go that far. Okay. So you can't put things past people just because it's gross. Okay. If your imagination can go there, then it's your spirit telling you, look, they're going this far. Okay, so I don't want to make this a long video. We're going to do maybe 15 more minutes, and then we're going to make this like a 30-minute video. Okay, because I'm just getting the bullet points here. Okay, so what do we need to know about the Nucleus Karmic and how they run their operation? Okay, I think this is very, very important that we talk about this. Okay, so remember, whoever the karmic is in your life, are they a saddlebagger, a tumbleweed, or are they the nucleus? Okay, the nucleus is the most dangerous because they are willing to, where we can't really be distracted by the fuckery of the tumbleweeds or the saddlebaggers. Okay, it's really the nucleus that we're going for. Okay. Okay, baby D. I don't know what is going on there, but yeah, obviously somebody doesn't want you to see this. It's a good thing that you can replay this as many times as you want. That way, if you were stuck on something, you can always rewind it. So what do we need to take away from this, as far as what do we need to know about the Nucleus Karmics here? Okay, what do we need to know about these Nucleus Karmics, the ones that have all these resources at their disposal? Okay, What do we need to know about these Nucleus Karmics here? Well, come on. We kind of knew that already, right? We kind of knew this already. Okay? It's the manipulation and the sneakiness, okay? And the funny thing is, guys, and what I'm picking up is that even with this, they will see the saddlebaggers and the tumbleweeders taking the fall for this, and they stay there unscathed. This is why you have to go directly to the nucleus, okay? Do some meditating on this, do some praying on this. Who is the Nucleus Karmic in this? Do not be concerned about the distractive karmics. There are distraction karmics, and then there's the main nucleus that's doing all the fuckery in your life, okay? When I found out who the real karmic was, I mean, I have a couple, okay, as most of us do, okay? But when I found out who that motherfucker was, I'm going to tell you from personal experience. I was experiencing a certain experience. I'm not going to get into details, okay? When I realized it was that motherfucker, it stopped like that. That's how effective going straight for the Nucleus Karmic is. We're over here spending all our time on these outside karmics, the outside layers. No, go for that motherfucker. Go for the nucleus. When you do your praying tonight, go for the Nucleus Karmic. Okay, don't waste your time with the distractions. That's exactly what their job is, to distract. Okay, because they know that once you pray against that Nucleus Karmic, it's all over for that bitch. Any spells or crossings or anything that they've been sending your ass, broken, okay? So they are willing to let the saddlebaggers and the tumbleweeds take the fall for them. Okay? That's first and foremost. Okay? So what do we need to know about the Nucleus Karmics? So pray against. Confirming what I just said. They meet in secret, okay? And this is not physical meetings because COVID, you know. This is online meetings, okay? Private Zooms, private, chats, okay? Where they can discuss what can be done, okay? You know, it may seem a little fantastical, but if it comes out in the cards, then it's happening, okay? The cards don't lie. Like I said a million times before, the cards gives no fucks about your feelings, okay? They will tell you exactly what's happening, and it's up to you to make changes, okay? So 3 of Pentacles here, all right? This can also be the Nucleus Karmic with a tumbleweeder and the saddlebagger, okay? Remember, saddlebagger karmics have a resource that they can use or a service they can use to their benefit, okay? The tumbleweeders are there to just, you know, start drama, start mess and everything so that you're over here paying attention to them because they're the face of the operation, supposedly, right? But it's meanwhile, it's somebody else in the fucking background, okay? They're the nucleus. Okay. So we lost a couple here, but okay. I guess you'll catch the read in a minute. I wasn't ready yet. What do we need to know about this Nucleus Karmic so that we know what to pray against? Okay. Knight of Cups. Specifically, they may have some kind of water in their chart, maybe a dominant placement like the sun sign. They may have it in their Venus, in their Mercury, okay? Some dominant placement, okay? But this Knight of Cups here, this age-wise, this is, I would say, anywhere from 27 or 28 till about 35 or 40, okay? If you wanted an age range, okay? All right? This could also be somebody with a lot of a male karmic with a lot of female energy in him. Okay. Alrighty, so we're going to finish in about 10 minutes, maybe less, because we're just going to go through it here. Final card for the Nucleus Karmic. What do we need to know about this Nucleus Karmic? That would be helpful to us so that we can pray against it. Okay. This Nucleus Karmic may be in philanthropy. Okay. This person may try to cover their tracks so that they don't get looked at as a possible. Okay, with the amount of very public bias. They never do this like without public recognition. They do it for the public recognition. Okay. But they may be in philanthropic work. They may be volunteers. Okay. But this is not because they actually care. This is to cover their tracks. Okay. Cover their spiritual tracks. So basically to get you to be thinking, well, how could somebody that's not spiritual, be doing philanthropic work? It happens. They do philanthropic work as well. Okay. So I want you to be wary of that. Okay. Last one for the, I promise this is the last one for the Nucleus one. Last one for the Nucleus Karmic. So what do we need to know about the Nucleus Karmic so that we can pray against it? And when I say pray against it, it's, they may be doing all this philanthropic work, but the intentions behind it are not honorable. Okay. What do we need to know about this Nucleus Karmic so that we can pray against it? Yeah, a lot of references to money here. Okay. It may be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, specifically. This may be someone straight, I would say anywhere from 18, 19, like out of high school, right into college. Anywhere up until about 27, 26, 27. Okay. All right. There also may be some mislocation of funds here. This is what I'm getting here. I'm being told more will come out on this, to do another reading on this, sometime shortly in the future, to do an update on this. Okay. So we're going to get into the saddlebaggers. Okay. What are the saddlebaggers giving this nuclear karmic that is of benefit to them? So you know how to pray against it. All you can do. Okay. All right, that's way too many. I did see the devil card there. I'm just saying. Okay, that's way too many. I don't know why all these cards are coming out. Okay, that has a lot to say. Devil card came out again. All right. What do these saddlebagger karmics offer the Nucleus Karmic to run their operation or smear campaign against you? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's nothing. We got the Ten of Swords here. Now, it's not exactly clear how they look for each other, okay? You know, we'll get into that in the next question, how they look for each other, because remember, I told you that saddlebaggers usually are of service, okay? They're in the service fields, okay, where they can obtain some kind of DNA or some kind of material for spells, okay? And I talked about this before, all right? But with this Ten of Swords here, yeah, there's a lot of desperation there, okay? I feel these nucleus karmics reach out to these people, okay? Again, it's unclear. I'm going to find out in the next question how they reach out to them, okay? And this is an operation that goes pretty deep. It's quite an intricate network, okay? It's like, everybody knows somebody, and that somebody, gets in contact with that nucleus karmic, okay? And the whole time, this nuclear karmic, before we started doing these readings, they've stayed under the radar this entire time. Now they are all these nucleus karmics. They are all in this Ten of Swords energy because they have to go and get help in this arena. They are not, now they've been discovered. Okay. They are not going to say that they've been discovered. They never show that they've been discovered, but as a counteractive strike, they reach out to these people. Okay. Everything is done either over the computer or the phone. Okay. All it takes is a quick DM to, get this going. Okay. So they're pretty desperate to have these saddlebaggers around. Okay. Is it Jimmy? Sorry. Okay. So tell us about the saddlebaggers. What do these saddlebaggers offer? I don't want to have too many falling on here. What do these saddlebaggers offer the nucleus karmic? A whole lot of promises, but nothing concrete. Oh, I can do this for you, and 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 this. I have this, 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 I have this. But as I said at the beginning of the video, when one saddlebagger doesn't work out, they cut them off and get another one. Okay, they're disposable to them. What do these saddlebaggers offer the, okay, this is, wow, okay. Again, promises of destruction. Okay. Part of these saddlebaggers may be other, as I said, other readers, witches, spellcasters, what have you, okay? Promises of a tower befalling the intended victim. Okay. What do, final one, okay, and then we'll move on to the tumbleweeds, okay? Those are like those are just the annoying flies. I'm going to say right now, I think that's going to be the quickest one, because they're meant to be like the first face that you see, right? And then, you know, once you get past them, then it's all the way getting to the nucleus, okay? It's sort of like, okay, what they're telling me now, it's sort of like, you know, there's a mob boss or whatever, and then there's all of the goons and everything, and you got to get past the goons before you get to the mob boss, right? So that thing. Just think of the not even the saddlebaggers, because the saddlebaggers are not vocal either. They're not really vocal, okay? The only vocal ones, there's as I said, there are levels to this. There's the vocal one, the one that's meant to be like the hey, look at me, while everything is going on in the background, right? The sleight of hand, or the decoy. Thank you. The decoy. They're also known as the decoy karmic, okay? We'll get into that in a minute. But the saddlebaggers are usually the service providers or the resources, okay? And then you have the nucleus karmic that's, you know, electing all these services, okay? So, final one for the saddlebaggers. What do we need to know about the saddlebaggers? What do we need to know about the saddlebaggers and their relationship to the nucleus karmic? Okay, we got. Okay. We got the Six of Swords here, which is very interesting, okay? Some of them might work in the travel industry, okay? Planes, trains, automobiles, rental cars, all that kind of thing, okay? That's one service that they use as well, okay? So that's what I'm getting with this. Not much else. It's pretty clear, pretty cut and dry, okay? So let's move on to the court jesters. What do we need to know about the tumbleweeds, or the voice and the face of the true karmic operation, okay? This is very important that you guys decipher this, because, you know, your prayers are more effective on somebody that is behind the scenes than somebody that's in your face. Okay? Don't be so concerned about the one that's in your face. They're never the true karmic that's running the shit. Okay? They never are. They never are, because the true karmic that's running the shit never shows their face. Ever. Okay? Hold on. So what do we need to know about the tumbleweed karmics, or the loudmouth and the loudmouths of the operation? Okay, the bullhorns. Okay, alrighty. The tumbleweeds usually are the ones that are doing research on twin flames. Okay, and they are the ones that are doing all of the Google searches and all of the grunt work. Okay, they're the pencil pushers of the operation. Okay, they are the ones that are tasked with, you know, make this post or make this video. Okay. What do we need to know about the tumbleweed karmics? Okay. No, I'm not taking all of those. That's way too much. Okay, let's try this again. What do we need to know about the tumbleweed karmics? Also known as the bullhorns or the court jesters. Okay. A lot of them have abandonment issues. Okay. So this gives them a sense of importance here. All right. You hear the dog? Jezebel spirit. Okay. Alrighty. This is also rejection. This is the rejection card as well. This may be also a jilted ex-lover of the masculine. They may have been connected to the masculine ages ago, and they're the kind of like the driftwood tumbleweed karmic. Okay. Alrighty, guys, we're almost done here. I promised you that it was only going to be 30 minutes, but you know me. So, a couple of more. What do we need to know about the tumbleweed karmic or the bullhorn of the operation? The look at me of the operation. Okay. 9 times out of 10, the tumbleweed is indeed a jilted ex-lover of the masculine. Okay, they knew each other way, 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 way back then, and they never forgot it. They never got over the breakup. Okay. In some cases, it can also be an ex-coworker. Okay. A business rival as well. Okay. Because the feeling that I'm getting is that they were connected in some way. They either worked together, were together. There was some kind of combining of their energies. Okay. Like they either used to work together or they were together. All right. It's okay, Kichi. Alrighty, so nope. Let's ask that again. So what does the tumbleweed karmic, what do we need to know about the tumbleweed karmic in relation to the nucleus karmic? Okay, they're paid off usually. Everybody gets a little piece of the action, right? The Ace of Pentacles, okay? Now, what I'm also getting is that this person may either work in the medical field or in the banking field, okay? Or this person might be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? Specifically, all right? So we're going to do a couple of more, and then we're going to finish up here. What does the tumbleweed karmic provide the nucleus karmic? I will say this. Everybody's version of happiness is different, okay? So as long as the nucleus karmic sees that you're unhappy, they're happy, okay? This is why I say when the tumbleweed karmic posts something, pay no attention to it because it's meant to stir up a reaction in you, okay? And then it gets back to the nucleus karmic, okay? fucking with my throat already. All right, we're almost done here, guys. So, just to recap, who is the Nucleus Karmic? The Nucleus Karmic is the center of the operation, the main karmic that all of this originated from, like the seed that it all started from. Okay, and that's the true one that's running everything. But he or she has their flying monkeys, what we call flying monkeys. Okay, they're marionettes. Okay, to you know, basically be the face of it, and they're not the main karmic, but they're going to portray them as that main karmic. Okay, so that it's kind of a sleight of hand there, so that you're looking at them and not looking at the real karmic. Okay, now saddlebag karmics. Saddlebag karmics are the ones that provide a service. They're either work in a field that is of benefit to the Nucleus Karmic, or they're either in one of the bigger positions, or they're in the more service positions. Okay, and they really depend on the service positions, the ones that are kind of like floating under the radar, to get whatever materials they need for these spells. Okay, so to put one over, they use the it's all about white collar and blue collar. Okay, there are the white collar karmics and there are the blue collar karmics. Okay, so the blue collar karmics are the ones that provide DNA, or whereabouts of certain things. Okay, any kind of physical things that they can use in spells. Okay, now the white collar karmics are the ones that do coding and hacking and all of that stuff. Okay, so that's in there too. That's saddlebag karmic. Okay, so tumbleweed karmics are kind of like the ones that kind of like, oh, I guess I'll hate this person too. Let's make a post about this person, that, and the other thing. Okay, they're here today, gone tomorrow. Okay, so what do we need to know about the tumbleweed karmics and what they provide? The Nucleus Karmic. We got a flyer. High Priestess. I don't want to hear no mess about, certain people are being picked on and everything. It came out. It flew out. So, it is what it is. I'm sure, I'm not going to explain myself. It's explaining itself by itself. All right. So last card here we're going to do is what do we need to take away from this? Okay. So the next time we see a tumbleweed karmic, post something, try to start some mess. Okay. What do we need to know about that and its relationship to the Nucleus Karmic? Okay. They want to end your journey. Okay. They only take it there to talking about this when you won't give up. They only take it to this point and start talking about, oh, go, there's some people on here online that tell people to go kill themselves. Okay. They only take it to that point when they realize you're not going anywhere and you're going to finish your mission. You just stating you're going to finish your mission is enough for them to put them in this extreme kind of reaction. Okay. They want to stop you from your purpose. Okay. All right, guys, I hope that this is helpful. All right. I really wanted to revisit this because it's very, very important that we really talk about how we have to just kind of like ignore the ones that are all in your face here and concentrate. Ask God in your prayers tonight, who is the true nucleus karmic? I guarantee you it's going to be different than the one that you've been praying against. Okay? Because I'm going to reiterate, I was under a specific kind of attack. I'm not saying the type over here, okay? Because nosy bitches, okay? But when I realized who was sending it to me, it stopped. It stopped. That was the nucleus karmic. Okay? That's why you have to go directly to the nucleus karmic. Don't play around with these outside ones. They're distraction karmics. That's their job to distract. Okay? There are the service karmics, the distraction karmics, and that main motherfucker that's right there in the back, in a hole somewhere with the red eyes glowing, watching to see how everything is transpiring. Okay? So thank you, Aquaria. This, it's just to reiterate, because we had talked about this before, and I have to find the original link and put it over here. But I hope you guys got something out of this. Okay. If you're thinking of joining fuckery, like, as a kind of driftwood tumbleweed karmic, okay, do better. Don't get yourself involved in it. Don't get yourself involved in that. Okay. It's not worth it. Okay. Because at the end of the day, when we pray against the nucleus karmic, you're going to get taken down too by association. You're guilty by association. Okay. There's going to be a lot of legal terminology on this channel. Okay. I do my research. Okay. I don't go bumping off at the lips without, doing my research first. Okay. So, love you guys. Follow me at the Woke Bombshell on TikTok. I will be on my Anchor sometime this week. I forget which I had planned, but yeah, follow me there as well. I'm open for readings, and yeah, guys, you're gonna have two reactions here because there's two types of people watching this: the feminine collective and the karmic collective. Okay, so you're either gonna be blessed by this or you're gonna be triggered by this. There's no gray area. Love you guys. I will talk to you soon, and thank you for joining me.